Hello guys, welcome back. It's been a very long time. I'll explain below in the description or something instead of wasting time here. But anyway, today I want to do something a bit less demanding, I guess, and that is I'm just going to look over this replay real quick and kind of give you guys some tips on how to play Nami since she's become a lot more popular recently. And Nami is one of those champions like Janna or Soraka or something like that where you can play them at a mediocre level very easily, but to play them at a very high level is very difficult. I just said very 10 times, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. So yeah, I'm just going to go through some of the things during laning phase here and also just tips in general to help you play Nami at a higher level. And this is a normal game, specifically using this replay on purpose because I'm playing against another Nami. So I want to show you exactly the difference in what each person is doing and why what I'm doing is better, basically. And the video will show how that plays out. So anyway, we can just get started here. And there's not really, I just want to show one thing at the beginning here, which is why I'm starting here. They're going to come in for an invade or something. What you need to know is basically, I guess I should rewind this so you can actually see her ability. You can see that she started E, which is really bad, and you'll see why that's really bad in a while. Notice I'm not even blowing any summoners. I don't skill up my Q to stop them or anything, because I want to have my W at all costs. And I know there's no way I'm possibly gonna die here. Even if they were both flash after me, I would just exhaust the Draven and walk away. I wouldn't even use my flash. So yeah, right here I'm just walking away casually, waiting for my speed boost to kick in, and we're fine. I was thinking about recalling here, but I'm just going to go ahead and heal and pop health potion, and this will pop me all the way to full health. So I'm just going to give a leash here, and we'll get to lane. I'll fast forward a little bit to the important part. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about why you want to take W over taking E, and it's about to play out right here in this brush. But let me just talk about it first. I'll bring up my spreadsheet here that I made for this purpose. You can see the amount of damage that one W does, total damage, meaning how much damage you deal to a person and how much you heal for each rank. And we'll talk about the differences between using it on an enemy or an ally first a little bit later. But for just now, let's just talk about how much damage Tycalar's Blessing does. It does 25 damage per hit, so 75 damage total. That means at rank 1, you're doing at least 50 damage less total, and it even has a higher cooldown. So not only are you doing less damage, but it has a higher cooldown, which means you can use it less often. So taking W first is very, very, very important. And this is something that I didn't know until I started watching higher level replays and stuff like that, and just seeing it in competitive play. I never understood why taking heal first was so important and why maxing heal was so important. Because in some matchups I would max my E, if I was playing with a Caitlyn or Lucian, because they can proc it so easily. But once you figure out how to properly play Nami, you understand why maxing heal and taking it level 1 is so important. So the basic point right now is that it just does more damage. And we'll get into the difference between using on enemies, allies a little bit later. But for now, let's just go through this. So Nami, I guess I think they'll have the upper hand because we're in lane late, which honestly, Draven Nami should have the upper hand against Nami Triss. That's just how the lane goes. At least level 1, because with the reduction to Triss E damage in that nerf, Draven just does more damage level 1. But the crucial mistake here is that Nami does not have her W and I do. So you notice I trade autos. We trade autos here. And it looks like I may be running, or she may not be running attack damage. Yeah, she's definitely not running attack damage reds, which is pretty huge. And I am, because, well, attack damage reds are really good on Nami. So, yeah, that's why I run them. For reasons like this specifically, but you can tell because she has more armor than me, I have less armor than her, and my autos are still doing more damage. So she not only loses this trade because she doesn't have 80 reds, but also because she doesn't take her heal. So let's go a little bit further into this. trade another auto with her, and then after this, she uses her E. First of all, that's using E way too late. Second of all, I want to take hits from Nami before I use my heal, because I want to take the maximum amount of effectiveness from the heal. If you're just going to use it at full HP, it's not going to do anything, and you lose half of your quote-unquote damage by not using it while you're lower HP. So I auto again, and then I use my W immediately after. And here you'll see my HP jump up. Look at the HP difference here. She's at 353 HP, I'm at 441. That is partially because she used her Tycaler's Blessing late. But even if you take down like 40 more HP, which would be how much she would gain from it, including magic resist, I would still be up about 50 HP on her. And we have the same HP. And she even has more defensive stats than me. So this means that like the difference in the damage I'm doing is so high. And it's also because if you look at it, these range creeps, she's in my brush. Like, my range creeps are going to be hitting her, and I'm only getting chased after by these melee creeps. They're not actually hitting me, they're kind of just chasing after me. This one may have hit me a few times, I'm not sure, or maybe once. But these range minions, they're much more of a nuisance in trading situations because they have range auto attacks, obviously, because they're range minions. Which means that she's getting autoed by these like over and over and over and over and over. And I'm not getting autoed hardly at all by minions because their range minions are all the way over here. So, yeah. That's the only reason why she's taking so much damage. Fast forward again. Just keep trading autos here. And this is like starting to look like a bit of a dangerous situation because of the way the attack ranges overlap here. So, I won't bother bringing it into paint. Basically, if you watch my cursor, like Triss is just out of range of auto-attacking Nami because of her attack range, but Draven is, well, I guess we're in like kind of a diamond right now. Both people are kind of like just out of range of attacking each other. Draven might be able to attack me, Triss may not be able to attack her, I think is how this actually lines up. I'm not positive, we'll see. But Triss drops her E onto Draven, which forces him away from me. And also the range creeps start to aggro onto Draven or maybe Nami, I can't really tell. And I have these two aggroed onto me, which is fine. And I'm just going to keep chasing after her. I take an axe, which hurts a lot. But I'm just going to keep walking. Drop exhaust on Draven. Immediately drop a ward into this brush as soon as Nami passes into it and Draven starts to path into it. And Triss uses her heal right here to speed us up and give us a little bit of speed boost, or heal. And then Nami like turns around here, I'm not sure what she's doing. And she takes another auto. I flash to get the W on her. And if you watch her HP up at the top left of your screen, 40, she flashes and gets heal, and then the W hits immediately after the heal comes in. Just pretty unfortunate. That's like millisecond time right there. So I missed the first spell by a little bit there. But this is why taking W is so important. Not only did my W heal me for more, but also came up before her E came up again. So I was able to force her out. So now we have, let's see, I've used my exhaust and my flash, and they have their flash down and heal. And we also use our heal as well. But here I'm just going to be pretty much playing aggressive. Since we got the advantage there, now I'm going to walk up here. Oh, I don't use my W. But when I use my W, I'll show why it's so important to use W on enemies. So here, that's another trick that you can use on Nami, which a lot of people know this one, but the way on-hit effects work, or just skills in general, is that the damage is calculated when it hits the target, not when you use the ability. So that means, for example, if you throw an Ezreal Q and skill it up while it's mid-air, it will actually deal the new level of damage rather than the previous level of damage when you fired it. So in this case, I can throw my auto attack out and then apply Tycaler's Blessing to myself, and it will still apply the slow even though I didn't have Tycaler's Blessing on myself when I used the ability. So that's generally what you want to do. When you're just going for normal auto attack RAS, you can just auto and then apply your E afterwards. It's a little bit more efficient to do it that way, and it's also not, how do you say it? It's not telegraphing what you're going to do. So here I drop down on him, and then I W him. You always want to use W on the enemy first, and I'll explain why in a little bit. It bounces back to me and heals me. Draven gets super low. I think he dies from this dot on him right now. Yeah, he dies, and Triss jumps out. She didn't need the jump, but yeah. Okay, so let me explain why you want to use your W on the enemy always. The reason why you always want to use W on the enemy is because the bounce after, each bounce is reduced by 15%. And because the base damage of both the base damage and the AP ratio of the damaging part of the ability is higher, percent reductions affect it more. So you can see right here well, I guess I didn't show the actual, well, you can kind of do the math yourself, but you can see the difference between 70 to 59.5 is, what is that, 10.5 difference. And if you look at the heal, this is only a 9.75 difference. So you're missing about 0.75 damage, which is reflected in this here. Oh yeah, I have it right here, actually. That's a lot more convenient. So it's not that much, honestly, but like, it's just, everything has been maxing inches count. Whenever someone survives with like 1 HP, you're going to shoot yourself that you used your W on yourself instead of using it on the enemy first or something like that. So, yeah. You always want to use it on the enemy first because it will do more overall damage and healing that way. That's just the nature of the ability. So, the only time you don't want to do it is when you're not in range to use the damaging part of it, because the actual bounce range, I believe, is higher than the range of the ability. So if you can't actually get in range to click someone, then you can use it on yourself instead. And yeah. Or alternatively, if you're at lower HP and you just want to heal yourself more, then you should use heal, because the difference in the heal is pretty big. Like at max rank, you're missing about 30 heal, which in some cases maybe that 30 heal is more important on yourself than it is on the enemy. For example, if you're low health and you're in a duel and you're about to die, that 30 health may let you survive another auto. So just kind of think about the situation at hand and use this information accordingly. Alright, so if we just keep playing out this replay, I guess we can look at this. So we're about to get ganked by Maokai, and I guess we'll just go through what happens here. I'm not really sure how far I want to go with this replay. I don't want to show everything, but here I'm just trading with Nami and land a bubble on her. And I know she has no flash, and I get the last stone right here. And we're just cutting out Maokai. I'm pretty sure we could have killed him here. I don't know if we kill him or not. Get the auto. I think he's forced to flash, yeah. We could have actually killed him if Triss stayed, but she, I guess, didn't really know our limits. And yeah, because Maokai was trading inside of so many minions, it meant I wasn't really afraid. I mean, at this point, it's not like I'm going to get away, right? So I'm just like, might as well just auto, blah, blah, blah. We have a bunch of minions. I know Maokai already used his ability, so he doesn't have anything else to hit me with. And yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get the kill there, but we should have gotten the kill. Anyway, maybe we'll go through, like, one more laning phase thing, and then we'll end the video here. This is probably already really long. Yeah, it's about 13 minutes already. Ugh, time goes by so fast. Alright. So here I'm just last hitting until Triss gets back. We'll fast forward a little bit. I pick up Sightstone. I was going to pick up Chalice, but at the end of the day I figured I would just pick up Sightstone since we're up against a Maokai and both of our flashes are down. So here I'm just doing basic stuff, trading with Draven. So the main thing about Nami is that she's kind of like Sona in the sense that you can actually out-trade AD carries most of the time. So here I skill up my W for using it, so it gets the full ability. And I'm just passing him out of lane right here using my E. My E auto attacks in addition to my W actually allow me to out-trade pretty much every single AD carry in the game, at least when they only have a Doran's Blade. And then you also have to consider that after I'm done trading, I also have the ability to sustain over them. Which in this case isn't really true because they have a Nami too, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just harassing him even more and forcing him out of lane. It's just about playing aggressive and using your W aggressively instead of using it passively. And this is also where the auto attack attack damage reds come in handy. It just allow you to completely dominate the lane with auto attacks and W casts, along with your E. Yeah, this laning phase goes on for kind of an unnecessary long amount of time with, because Draven and Nami kind of sit on the tower the whole time because they can't do anything else. So I think that's where I'll end it right there. If you guys like this kind of like unscripted video, I'll try to make more of these because, again, I'll explain why I'm not making as many videos in the description below. TLDR, school, but, yeah, if you guys like these kind of things, then I will try to make more, and I know I always say that, but, so, I don't want to make any more empty promises or something like that, but I will try to make more videos like this, if possible, and, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be coming out with another scripted type video in the near future just because I don't have the time to do it anymore, but yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out, and I will see you for the next one. See ya.